Which one of y'all jive turkeys need a review? That's right. Y'all jive turkeys. That's what we're calling you today. How everyone doing? How everyone doing? It's good way to start is with proper grammar. How is everyone doing today? I am doing fine, thank you. I hope everyone's doing all right. I just got a dingle. Okay. Hey, Walt. So how's everyone doing tonight, this evening, this afternoon, this morning? I don't know where you are located in the world. I hope you're all doing okay. Hope you're all doing fantastic. And if anything, at least feeling pretty good. So it's been 1 week since you looked at me. Forgot to change that to a switch. That was my fault. It was an easy fix though. That's an easy fix. It's one thing. It's like you don't pay attention. Apparently, I'm also gaming into Sea of Thieves. I am doing great today. There, we just changed our subcategory to education, which is what we're doing today. This is education time. Education time. We're getting our education. Devkeys! The mod of the century, the mod of the year, the mod of ages. How are you doing, my dude? My mic. Ah, it was picking up my it's picking up my headset, my Oculus mic. Awesome. That's something I gotta juggle with that Oculus. Man, I'm still trying to get used to it. I was weird that I set this to default, but on my OBS the default set to my Oculus because the last thing we did in OBS was play with the Oculus, which is awesome. It's 3D in a can. It's 3D in a can. I kind of want to get. You need to turn the mic up. Now I need to turn it up. I am just. I'm just gonna throw myself off a bridge at some point in time in the next day. Please contact all my loved ones. Tell my cat I'm gonna miss her. But apparently I can't start anything right. Wow. Okay. So that's a thing today. So Demkeys, how am I doing? I could be better now that knowing that I started this off god awful. I'm doing all right. I kind of want to play like a whole bunch of 3D games now. Like there was a whole bunch of games that came out, and I didn't have time. I didn't have a 3D headset to play them. And what's that one where people are like, it's like Russian roulette, and the people are like shooting. I don't know what it's called. I want to know what that is because I want to play it. I want to play that. It's dumb looking, and I feel like I have to play it. You know that one where it's like it's also these guys sit around a table and they all defuse a bomb. I also want the Star Trek video as well. I want the Star Trek video of the game as well, where you could be like on the deck, which I think is going to be fun. But all this stuff is going to cost me like hundreds. I want the what else did I want? Yeah, man, a whole lot of games you can play now. I know it like opened me up to so many things. I'm like looking on Steam right now, and I'm like I look on Steam and then I look on Keymailer to see maybe if the developer has any keys up on there. And then if I find something that I find interesting, I jump back over to Keymailer and go, "Hey, I want this." Like there's this thing called Drunken Bar Fight, and I've seen a couple people play this, and apparently it's on Keymailer. By the way, people who are watching, Keymailer is an amazing thing that I highly recommend you take a look into. But they got this thing called Drunken Bar Fight that I want to play. I remember seeing Jacksepticeye this game where you could like jump around and hang on stuff here and there. What is that? I'd be more curious what that's all about. But I mean, like I've been looking at like their VR collection, which I think is amazing. Also, guys, if you're new here, don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. That is a thing that is very important for the world to be whole. And not only that, a kitten is adopted at any point in time you subscribe. I can almost guarantee at some point in time during the day, a kitten is adopted. And for those of you who like Fortnite, you're going to find a golden scar in the next game. Yep, definitely. But there's just so many games now. There's this one game that might not be of good taste, but I kind of want to play it, and it's not out yet. It's an up and coming, and it's called Wheelchair Simulator. And I think it either comes out today or it comes out tomorrow. And it looks absolutely not right in the least. It's definitely not something that um, should be made light of. But at the same rate, they kind of made light of it a lot. Let me see. Oh, that's not the right one. It's keymailer.co. Look at me going to websites that don't actually exist. Let me pop this out. I want to see what you're looking at. Pop out. There we go. Now I can talk to you guys. There we go. But you got this keymailer thing. And don't worry, like, y'all ain't going to see any of this nonsense. Boom. Can't see that. All right, there's... well, I hope it didn't come out all right. Look at that. Flying Tigers. Shadows over China. I actually voiced in that game, which is awesome. Let's see. I did request a few keys as well recently today because I want to play these games. Also, just be careful when you're looking on here. It might look like a good game that you're finding, but it might be very M-rated, so be careful with that type of stuff that you come across. It might be actually in the already released games category. Let's take a look at that. And the games on this get released ridiculously fast. So many things. And you're not always going to get everything to get. Wheelchair Simulator sounds interesting concept for educating people. It also sounds like it's going to piss the sensitive people. Yeah. I'm looking for it right now. You got Shopkeep Simulator, which is there. It's got to be on only on Steam, but it was interesting to watch. Let's see if I can find something on it. I'm going to obviously put this over here. At least this knew what I was looking at. Jeez. No, that's .edu. This is the one I'm looking for. Here we go. Now, it has potential to be very fun. You could also look into apps that you can use VR, not just games. Oh, yeah. So this again, it has a lot of potential to be fun and funny, but at the same rate, my concern, I do have a concern of it, and that is it might be offensive to some people. I mean, this could be like a form of motivation. Right, Demkeys, you ain't kidding. Freaking is Frosted Fricks kid, guy, dude, man, child playing this game that's super offensive. They call Wheelchair Simulator. I can see it right now. I did put one in for Shopkeeper Simulator. It's all done with hands. That way I can be an NPC in IRL and on here. Kill me. What I do want is Job Simulator. I know it's been out for 2 years, 3 years maybe now. And Job Simulator looks like it's so much fun. And still shocked that we only have 3 people watching, but not at the same time. But they got a lot of other things that are going on here, guys. If you're interested in looking for games, there's games for everybody. Now, not all games on this are actually something like, how can you be insensitive? What is your problem? I know. But not all games that are on here are, well, for lack of better words, good. In a lot of cases, the games on here kind of suck. Um, I'm sitting on like a bunch of games that were given to me on this site, and not one. There's like maybe like 50 of them or so that I don't want to play because they kind of bad. They kind of bad. They kind of real bad. Um, but you never know what you're gonna come across in here. And sometimes people are really cool with giving you keys. Sometimes they'll give you a key out of the blue. Um, like sometimes and it's like, yeah, you kind of judge a book by its cover here. You got the DFR, the light. Should try VR focus people on Twitter. Oh yeah, I saw something about this. It looked interesting right up until I saw the graphics on this thing. It looks like old PlayStation 1 slash PlayStation 2 graphics. I mean, these are these are the graphics you saw in what's the name of that thing? Slender Man. Like once upon a time ago. Like they're a little dated at this point in time. But they got a whole bunch of. Sometimes there's like really beautiful looking games on here, like this is interesting. But I mean, like again, sometimes you get some real. VR focused people on Twitter, like who would you recommend? Who would you recommend? What is going on? Fury Race. And like you could go all the way to like as far as this can go out. Right now these are future releases for later in May. I pay no rent. I actually saw this on Steam, and yes, it looks like a Japanese game show, and it kind of works like a Japanese game show. It's interesting. I Pay No Rent is a fun and relaxing game that let the player roleplay the tenant of a cozy apartment. You're too engaged in a tug of war with your landlord on a serious issue of rent payment. Every knock on your door, coupled with disturbing grunt from your landlord, is a war horn for the beginning of another day's negotiation. This is a constant tug of war between you, your wallet, and your landlord's wallet, so fight for your freedom. $10. Don't let your landlord overpower you with her incredible throwing power. Dodge or block those shoes, bottles, and wait, bombs? Try to block or dodge all the things your landlord ruthlessly throws at you. Yeah, as I said, this kind of looks like fun. Down to earth. Here we go. We're gonna take a look at Twitter. Here we go. What is going on? There we go. No, Twitter. What we could do is we / it, paste what you put down. A physically abusive landlord. I know how that works. They're at Google. I don't see anything really involving VR here. And that poor puppers. Look at that face. I'm not sure if my fiance is watching, but she's a big boxer fan. Oh man, that's cray. Actually, I know the guy who does this. I actually know the guy who invented this. This is he's actually an instructor at my school. His name was Mr. Gomez. Rodrigo Gomez. He actually got these going, which is actually kind of cool. You remember, Hun? Gomez was actually doing these. And then he gets attacked by a hawk. I'm sorry, there's those moments in my mind. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything really VR related in here. Where thoughts go. That sounds interesting. Let's look that up. Where thoughts go. teaser. Now this sounds interesting. From though, oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Ah. Well, it was him and his business partner. Um, but I mean, like I've met them both. They are from out here. It's always cool just to see other people use their stuff though. Um, Sometime in 2018. Lucas Risotto. That actually sounds very familiar. I wish they had a website for this, but I don't seem to see one. A lot of people talking about it, but not too many people going on about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find their thing. And this is actually them. I'm going to follow them, which is actually kind of cool. So we actually found a game that potentially could be pretty neat. It's a puppers. It's my favorite type of puppers. It's a corgi. I love corgis. Beat Saber. Oh yeah, I checked out Beat Saber. It's only the only downside is $20. It looks so cool though. Like if I were to go to YouTube and type in Beat Saber, it looks really cool. As I said, my other concern is like copyright for music. Okay, that's interesting. It tells you how to slice it too. This is actually I do like it. It's like Guitar Hero for VR, but it actually reminds me of an old game called Frequency. And Frequency was the stuff. Frequency was what made men men. And it also took up an entire PlayStation 2 memory card. Yeah, it's got to be good cardio. Tacoma. Okay, that's interesting. It tells you how to slice it too. This is actually I do like it. It's like Guitar Hero for VR, but it actually reminds me of an old game called Frequency. And Frequency was the stuff. Frequency was what made men men. And it also took up an entire PlayStation 2 memory card. Yeah, it's got to be good cardio. Tacoma. Let's try VR. Is this it? We got a trailer? Can I get a trailer? Can I spell trailer correctly, maybe? There we go. Not sure if I saw that right, but are they communicating via like sign language in that game? Like I heard speaking obviously, but I saw like the character use sign language, which I thought was kind of interesting to see. It's interesting, but it's been I feel like it's been out for a while. I actually got my I got this I got my um it has been out August of last year. Um but I was almost certain I saw someone trying to communicate via sign language, which I thought was kind of interesting. I don't know a thing about sign language. That always gets passed over to Crystal. She knows a bit more sign languages than I do. All I know is this means turtle. That's about it. That's all I know. Hey, Kaz. We're just like looking at games and stuff. How you doing, man? Gopnik Simulator. It's a Slav simulator. Oh God. Budget cuts. This is another one I saw, which is interesting, but I don't know how it relates to budget cuts. Like they're literally killing people in this game. Budget Cuts is a VR stealth game of HTC Vive, which I wouldn't be able to use. Currently in development by the Neat Corporation. You watch your stream until you fall asleep. All right. Just checking the time. What are we at? Okay. There's also Outbreak. Outbreak. That sounds familiar. Oh, like zombies. I typed too fast. Hmm. It looks interesting, but it also looks like, I don't know, it's another zombie game, you know? I like, so I'm like on the fence, if that makes any sense. Uh, ha! Starbear Taxi. Here we go. This is relatively new. 40 days! You're right. It's adorable. So we go to California, Big On, and Disneyland. I'm excited for Disneyland. I'm excited for California. I'm excited to get the hell out of Buffalo. That's what I'm excited for. Hamster empathy machine. Ha! Ha! VR Troopers. My gosh, that's been a minute. Fruit for the Village. I know how much you like Disney. I like Disney too. I'm excited for Disney. All right. They're actually selling one of these at my there's a grocery store out here. They're actually selling one of those jackfruits. They're supposed to not taste exactly how it looks. It looks really gross on the inside. Ugh. You like jackfruit? I don't know. It kind of looks a little weird. Forgot how someone explained the taste. It was a weird taste from what I remembered him explaining. I love trailers that explain what's going on. Thanks for that. I guess we'll look at Nathan, who apparently gets a lot of views. Here we go. Let's go skip. Oh, this is called Shooty Fruity. This is something completely different. Alpha Mike Foxtrot. Yo, this Nathy guy's all over these games. Here you go. Awesome intro, bro. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. There we go. Holy sound. It's interesting looking. It's interesting looking. Definitely interesting looking. But I don't think it gets enough attention. I don't think it's the attention people want it to get. See if there's anything else she's posting, but it's mostly just her daily life stuff. Nothing really interesting now, is it? But we found one thing, I guess. Alpha Mike Foxtrot. I wonder why they went with AMF for being their thing. Huh. Well, we've been doing this for a while, and it doesn't look like anyone wants to get their channel reviewed tonight, which is unfortunate, but hey, that's what happens. So I guess we're just going to call it a night then. I do apologize. Hopefully next week we'll get more people watching. Maybe get some more interaction and everything on here. I don't want to waste anyone's time that is here. I definitely want to make sure that you're all having a great day and a great evening, and I'll be hopping over to my channel to do something fun. Maybe VR chat? I don't know. Gonna find out. So, I thank you guys all very much for watching. I thank you all very much for following along. You guys have all been great and fantastic, and as usual, as always, my friends, stay frosty, and hope to see you next time.